Hello, 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 and welcome back to maybe the final installment of the Sweetest Taste. Maybe, hopefully.
Maybe.
I wanted
knocking on wood. It's okay.
You're
wanted
cursing yourself even before we begin.
Don't say that.
But maybe jinxing it the other way. Who knows? We could be done in 5 minutes. Who knows?
You already know who everyone here is. Can I just get a sound check though? Because I did not hear everyone talking, so I need a sound check real quick.
Hello?
Okay.
Hello,
yeah.
hello.
There you go. Good.
Hi.
Okay.
Hello.
All right.
Hello. I wanted to record this message for you. No, phone guy! We've been over this!
Okay.
Hello! Wait, I forgot what Ghibli city we're in.
We're not in a city right now. We're underground.
Yeah, we're technically underwater, I think.
Underground. I'll be honest, I kind of forgot the lake name, even though I named the lake.
I mean, that's pretty valid.
We ended do it.
It's fine. We'll edit in post. I'm sure we'll remember. It's fine.
Yeah, it's all good. We don't need to know it right this second. Hi, I've played these games before. So is everybody else here.
Yep. If you don't know what the hell is going on, please go back to part 1. Please, you will not understand anything at all. We are literally at the very tippy, almost at the endy here.
Or you could be insane, listen to this one, and then start moving backwards and slowly gaining context over time.
God.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
If that is how you wish to damage yourself, so be it. Alrighty, folks. Let us set back the scene of y'all have been wandering this funny little place, having a grand time exploring it, I'm sure, as you've decided to hurry along and try and find where the heck is Sandy Sweet. With
in the world is Sandy Sweets.
Which has led you to a helpful little jester guy. Well, they were not supposed to be helpful, but it turned out to now have turned into a helpful little jester guy. And you guys have landed upon a small highway with 4 doors, and one of the doors being broken out of, with pink glowing crystals scattered all over the place. And this is where we ended last time, and this is where we entered in today. How's everyone doing?
Get in the room. Yup. Banana has consumed sugar. Been so long, I do not remember what was happening last time. I'm gonna be real. Banana was given, what was it? A many-tiered cake, at least 3-tiered cake, which he did share, but also ate much of. And Stanley Parable lined with the crayons that Prim gave her all over the place.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mirrors go back and forth to places. Painting with a little jester guy can also lead to places. It's basically a little maze you guys are in.
We got some random information off of a computer. Can't read it, but they have it.
There is some random information from a computer. Currently in a USB.
Yep.
USB.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm not prepared.
That's fair. Banana's just like looking all around the room. She's like, they found the room that Sandy was in. She's clearly not here anymore, but the room is currently being investigated by a very hyperactive child who's likely climbing the walls right now because she can.
Gil takes a moment to look in the room, looking at all the pink crystals, goes,
Yeah,
Sandy must have been angry. This is a lot of crystals, and they're Oh, he just kind of lightly taps one with his boot.
It kind of like shimmers and vibrates a bit, but it's very sturdy.
Persisting.
Yeah.
Usually they, I think they usually disintegrate after a time.
Does that mean this was recent? Maybe?
Oh, well, recent enough-ish, you know? And in the end of the hallway where you guys are at is the jester painting. I will put up the jester painting once more for
Yes.
for
Should I make an Arcana roll to figure out?
There they are!
If you want.
Arcana roll.
That's
You
not
said-
my roll. I know, that's usually Mersel's thing. But I feel like being spicy and rolling something
Yeah.
I'm not trained in.
Yeah, go for it.
6.
Spicy.
What exactly are you looking
Nice.
What
for?
I was trying to determine is how long the crystals usually stay around.
You don't.
I got a 6.
You don't know. You know that there are some crystals that Sandy does make that tend to stick around. There's others that just disintegrate at times. It's all over the place. Mersel
Can I
could
roll
roll
Arcana?
if Mersel wishes.
So, what do you think about these crystals? Because like, Sandy sometimes makes them and they sometimes immediately disappear, but these ones have been around for a while. How? Oh my gosh!
Oh my god.
Oh, Marcel don't know anything. That's a nat one.
How
Damn.
long do you think these things have been around for?
I'm honestly not sure. I actually don't see Sandy reach that often.
Right.
Also, I do have to ask, does anyone else hear like this weird, I guess the best way to put it is like someone like scrawling on their mouse dice?
Yeah, I keep hearing that too.
Yeah, it's audio.
Audio.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
I have it a little too close to my computer, I think.
Yeah, no, I was just like, does anyone else hear it, or is it my earbuds?
The telltale scroll.
Holy crap, I forgot Primrose has proficiency in Arcana. I
Yo!
forgot that was a thing.
Warlock things.
Ooh. Just warlock things, sparkly glitter, pink font. I mean, that's definitely Primrose. Anyway, that's a 19. Let's go!
Yo!
Hell yeah!
For you, Prim, you're looking at these crystals. You're looking how they're formed. They're very definitely agitated and most likely rage-based based on it. If anything, it's more of a indicator of... Because this is magic that's very honed into Sandy, you're presuming. It's more of an indicator of Sandy's mental state, if you're going to take a little guess on that. And if these crystals were made while raging, that could indicate that this little girl might be angry.
Is there any indication about how long these could have been here? Like, is there dust that's gathered on top of them?
Some of them have like a much more dimmer, like darker glow. You're assuming those ones are older. And from the looks of it, some of these are fresher, some of these are older. They just don't seem to go away. This has been probably a few days from the much more darker glowing ones than the rest. So it's a scattered amount, for sure. And it might be, you could assume some things from this.
Primrose is gonna go to like one of the more recently glowy looking ones and snap a piece of it off, I think, or at least attempt to. Do I have to roll for that?
No, actually, I'll let you take a snap of it. You take off a tip of one of the more recent ones, and then stay steady in your hand. It does not seem to want to dissipate, even though usually at this point it would have.
Okay, this... Hold on, she needs to lose against the puppy instincts for a second. She's gonna just lick.
Limb.
It sure tastes like magic. If magic has a taste.
Just like the scrunch of the expression and the lifting it away from her face.
Gil is watching her lick it, just like has this look on his face with one eyebrow raised, like, are you proud of yourself?
I think she's going to like put a hand on her hip and try to pass it off as that was part of her observation, her cool observation, her cool magic knowledge that she obviously has.
Okay, but I'm realizing now that you've done this, Banana wants to break off a piece and lick it as well.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Banana. What are you doing?
Not rock candy. It's not rock candy, I can assure you, Banana.
She's standing there with like just a chunk partway in her mouth, like, right?
Spit
Pretty
it out.
sure.
Oh.
Okay. Some of these are older looking, see? And like Primrose will point out like the ones that kind of look more dim and eroded and kind of hold up the piece in her hand from a more recent set of spikes. That potentially means that maybe Sandy was in here recently.
So...
And
okay,
may have
so
also
from-
been here in the past.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long, but there's a time frame in here. And like Primrose like gestures towards the entirety of the room.
Mm-hmm.
You know she's a real riot.
There was a riot?
I suppose you could say a one little girl's riot could be a riot, I guess.
Yeah! Riot! Riot!
Banana.
Yes!
Why don't you come out of the room?
Or crunch, scramble.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. Sound of feet on a gravel path.
I made it.
Can I roll investigation around the room
Yee, go
to
for
see
it.
if there's like anything beyond just the crystals of anger? Cool. We're pulling out that magnifying glass again. Let me roll hammer space for that actually real quick before I forgore. Because that's a very critical component of pulling anything out of the hammer space. That was nearly a failure, but luckily it was a 2 and not a 1. Gil's presence is trying to interfere with the hammer space again.
Gil's just like leaning over, just smiling widely. Psychopom's probably watching very closely behind him.
Threateningly.
And then Primrose successfully pulls out the magnifying glass, much to their disappointment, I imagine. Alright, going to roll investigation at advantage. I'm glad that was an advantage, because one of those was a 4. But that's a 14 plus 1, which is 15 total. That's not... No, don't look at that. I need to add the 1. 15. There we go.
Okay.
Just
Let
see
me
with her puppy eyes.
real quick.
Ball.
real quick looking for a thing. Hang on. Because I remembered that this is a thing, and I should probably look for it real quick because I don't remember the name of the thing. I should have. I should have gotten it. Yeah! Okay. So you're looking around the place, and you can. I know, like, this is mostly copy and paste scenery a little bit on these little rooms I have drawn there, but so you can see that some of the stuff is has been shifted, has been moved. There are definitely drag marks around the furniture and such. You can probably see some punches into the wall at times there too. Also on the floor, you find an empty bottle of this stuff.
Ooh. Oh.
My
Dr.
God.
Repellent.
Dr. Repellent?
And it also tastes delicious. This is the best. Okay. Primrose notes that little bottle and picks it up and kind of like weighs it in her hand experimentally. Notes that it's empty. Quietly winces to herself. She doesn't like that implication. She's gonna toss the empty bottle towards Gille.
Oh, gotta catch that. Is that a dexterity saving throw? Yeah.
Probably just a dex
Soda?
check in general.
Yeah, probably just a dex. Could be like sleight, if you want, you can have it be like sleight of hand. But most likely it is eye coordination, so.
Okay, just a dex. Then that's only a +2.
Banana's handing me wanting to catch it too. There's something
And
flying
that was
through
a
the air.
not one.
Oh my god! Oh no!
Can Banana catch it?
Banana,
So-
roll me a dex!
Yeah.
So,
Wait, can I do sleight of hand?
Yes.
It comes towards Gille and he goes, "What? Why'd you just throw it at me?" And he tosses it up into the air.
Okay, so what I'm imagining is Gille, flustered. There's an incoming item headed your way. You're bouncing, you're like, have it like juggling between your hands as you're like very confused. It juggles out of your hands, and then Banana slides in to catch it last minute before it hits the ground.
Warn
the
me
teen
before you
hijinks.
just suddenly throw something at me.
Sorry.
Otherwise, the hijinks will take over.
Right. Fair.
Wasn't that pretty funny, Banana?
it was, I got it.
What is that?
I don't know.
Something from Glorps?
I'm surprised Sandy didn't eat the glass.
Sandy is not supposed to eat the glass.
Well, that doesn't stop her. Like, I'm not supposed to do stuff sometimes, and it doesn't stop me.
Gille, roll me a history check.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna use a different dice.
Good idea.
It's okay, I get a +6. 13 + 6 is 19.
Gille,
There we go.
if you recall correctly, you actually gave this to Sandy, like, a long time ago.
Right. After I had that talk with her. Oh, yeah. This is something I bought her.
Maybe that's why she didn't eat it.
Well, besides the fact that what it's supposed to do is repel doctors.
By throwing it at them, or
No, they just detest the very idea of apples.
oh, I didn't know that.
Well,
I'm
you know
gonna
the
remember
saying.
that one.
Well, maybe you don't know the saying.
What's the say? That I could tell you if I know it or not.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
I now know that saying.
Cool.
I learned new stuff. Wait, does that mean the doctor was here? It was used as a doctor repellent.
Probably to keep
Yes.
the doctor away for however long there was, stuff in there.
And then crystal explosion.
I think Primrose wants to do one more thing before leaving the room, and that's to go to the door that's within the room that leads to that little... What looks like a bathroom on the map? Yeah.
It's an open. It's not locked. There is no lock to this door. Kind of like go in, and there are a few crystals about. It's mostly cleanish. The mirror has been hit through and it's shattered though.
Yippee! Yahoo!
Primrose sees the smashed mirror and is just like, ooh, that's never a good trope. Ooh. Slowly shuts the bathroom door. So while there are hints of what could have potentially happened in here, Primrose is not seeing any evidence of where Sandy could have gone from this room. So I think she's going to leave the room and start looking in the other rooms to see if there's any hints.
Okay.
There could be, well, we didn't check out any of the mirrors.
Is it more mirror time?
Perhaps.
There are, in fact, more mirrors just scattered about and look about. I will say your little friend has attempted the little escape thing plenty of times. So.
By little friend, you mean Sandy, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, my little sister's pretty good at escaping when she wants to.
Oh, yes, she's been trying real hard. I'm sure you'll find her, though.
Yes.
I would be surprised if we didn't.
I mean, that's why we're here. We gotta find her eventually.
I'm gonna go all the way down to that mirror that's directly opposite of the lovely Jester's painting.
Okay. That mirror has no reflection. And if we recall correctly from last time, no reflection tends to indicate that this mirror goes somewhere.
I'm gonna grin back and walk right through it.
Alrighty. We walk through it and greeted by this hallway.
That's a hallway we've already seen, haven't we?
No, it's
If I remember
not.
correctly. It's not!
No,
Never mind! I have
no,
no idea what I'm talking about.
Catch you. Pa, 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 pa.
Orange door. I'm gonna go to it. I'm gonna try the door.
Okay. Roll. It's locked.
Okay,
Orange
I'm gonna
doors.
take out my thieves' tools.
Go, give me a roll.
That's 12.
Unfortunately, that is not high enough.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Huh. Well, I guess that ends my turn, everyone else.
Banana looks at everybody else.
Okay, it's my
Do you
turn.
want me? I think
What are we
Primrose
doing?
is still going to go through the other rooms in that area before, like, following where Gil went. Do you want me to just do a general, like, investigation
Yes,
roll to
just
see what I
do-
can find?
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Advantage because of magnifying glass. Let's go. It's a good thing it was advantage. One of those was a 1.
No, no, not
Oh
again.
my god.
Total 14.
Okay.
That's better.
So you're looking through the rooms. There are 2 rooms that are completely open. One of them both of them seems to be like pretty neatly set up. Like it also still like has remnants and like dust and such in them. There doesn't really seem to be any real clues as to where Sandy has gone to with these 2 rooms. There are indications there was one room that is like has been slightly open and that probably got peeked at, but like other than that, they're empty, clean, prepped rooms for probably if somebody else were to be put in.
Got it. Okay.
And then there's one very heavily locked door. On the bottom left there.
Oh, well, I have the key. The key is breakdown door. The key is kill.
I have the key. It is my foot.
Yep. Can I use my birthday inspiration point, actually?
Oh my god.
Might as well.
Alright. I forgot I didn't actually draw. Okay. Yeah, you use. How do you do this?
I think, like, it's just a scene where, like, Primrose comes across the locked door and kind of, like, jimmies the handle a little bit. And puts her hands on her hips. And then, pulls out her spear and turns it into, like, a giant comically sized hammer.
Oh my god.
And just smashes into it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
This door can't stop me.
Amazing. No, yeah, that definitely. You crack this door open.
I can't read.
Oh my god. Give me 1 second. Give me 1
This is how we find out
second.
Fred can't read.
Oh my god.
This sign can't stop me because I don't care.
Yeah.
I had a birthday recently.
I'm the
Denied
DM
the birthday
specialist. Meow meow.
This door can't stop me. It's my birthday.
So, I'll be honest, I forgot to do a ref for this little guy, mostly of who this little guy is. But you crack open the door like a nice cold one. And inside is what seems to be just a regular room.
Immediately suspicious. Why would a regular room be locked?
There is something in the bed though.
It's
And
Goldilocks.
are you getting close?
Not before, like, looking at whoever else is in the hallway, like, oh. And gesturing frantically inside, like, there's someone in there. There's something in there.
Well, Banana's gonna be curious and run over now as a result.
I think she's going to opt to quietly go inside.
Okay.
Put away the magnifying glass so she does not have the disadvantage in stealth.
You walk in, and it's, again, seems to be just a normal room, but there seems to be a jar in the middle of the bed.
Well, I got a 6 in
Bar?
stealth, so never mind.
Okay,
As stealthy as a freight train, this one. Stomp, 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 stomp.
Primrose's nails click along the floor. Oh yeah.
Banana
Dice
got a
Master doesn't
21.
do the advantage thing.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll just roll it twice.
Everything
Yeah, so
sucks.
Prim's very noticeable. Banana's gone.
The jar seems to be glowing.
No, that's
Oh no,
suspicious. Okay.
there's a glowing thing near the child on a sugar high.
I think Primrose is gonna like twirl the hammer in her hands and turn it back into a spear and just kind of poke at it with the butt of it.
It does a nice little glass sting, but you don't hear anything. Anything else, I mean.
Pokes it again.
It's the same
Then
thing.
bends down and picks it up.
You go to pick it up, and there's a little guy in there.
Oh! Oh my gosh. There's... Hello.
The little guy seems to be a little bit frightened of you, Prim.
It's a tiny.
I think Primrose is going to shift from cautious movements to, like, very slow, careful movements, like putting up a hand like, oh, okay, hi. It's okay. It's okay.
Banana appears out of nowhere looking in the little jar.
It kind of seems to, like, blink up at you, looking around, and just...
Oh, that's cute. Hi. Are you stuck in there? Do you want to be in there? Can you talk?
It kind of, like, blinks at you.
That's a lot of questions at once.
Fair. Are you stuck?
It blinks,
That's a good one to start.
and it slowly seems to nod.
Do you want to be unstuck?
It nods vigorously.
Out time, out time. Freedom for the tiny. Tiny freedom.
Well, surely nothing terrible can occur from this. Pop open that cork.
Well, now that you've said it.
You pop it open, and the little guy seems to just immediately bounce off, and it almost seems like a shooting star as it flares around the room.
Whoa, okay.
And then slowly
That's so
comes
cool.
down and lands back near you guys, and it just seems to, like, slowly, like, blink at you guys curiously, kind of, like, twirling around to look at the both of you.
Hi, I'm Banana. You're really adorable.
Okay.
Yes.
I think
Banana just nods.
I think Primrose is gonna, do a tune thing and cast Speak with Animals and try to talk to this thing.
Okay.
Hey there, little guy. Can you understand me?
Yeah.
Hey, okay. How long have you been in that little jar?
Too long.
Okay.
Friendly.
Yes, I certainly try to be friendly.
Good.
This is Banana. Banana's also friendly.
Hello. I don't understand what's being said, but hi.
Yeah, Banana, you hear like the little chirps and purrs. And the little guy is just like blinks curiously at Banana and blinks curiously at you, Prim, as it twirls around, and it's just where
Can you let
from?
it know?
Well, up top, and like Primrose just vaguely gestures to like area above wherever the heck this deep underground underwater place is. Goodness golly.
How top?
Very up top, where there's no ocean around. There's just dry land.
Oh, land. I kind of seems to like wilt a little.
Do you not like the land?
It's okay.
Do you prefer water?
No. It seems to like scrunch up its face.
Oh, I didn't like whatever that was.
Doesn't like water.
Oh, this is a tally friend.
Why here?
Trying to find a friend.
Friend?
She's a little girl. She's got pink hair.
And kind of like makes once again a disgruntled face.
Have you seen her?
Not recently.
How long ago do you think you saw her?
Years ago.
Years ago. Have you been in that jar for years?
Not in... Free before, not free now.
Well, who put you in there?
Don't... Kankal. Yes, that's the name. Used now.
Okay. Well, I assume you want out of here, yeah? Here, come on. And then Primrose will make a gesture to, like, let the thing hop up on one of her paws, if it so chooses.
And very happily floats around and then just decides to just stay by Prim's shoulder.
Yeah, oh, cute.
You can kind of feel it glow, and also like it's a very warm, just warm glow, and feels like fuzzy and soft.
Oh, did you make a new friend? Are they coming with us?
Yeah. We're gonna help this little guy get out, too.
Oh, good. This is like when I found the basilisk. Except the basilisk isn't as fluffy.
Yeah, no, basilisks don't tend to be fluffy.
Yeah. Right now it's just got a hamburger on its head.
Is there anything else in the room of interest?
Not really. It almost looks identical to the other rooms. It kind of just seems this little guy seems to have just been tossed in, and the door locked.
Okay.
Well, that's rude.
I think Primrose is just gonna, like, just take care of it in the meantime, make sure that it's... Like, just ask, have you eaten? Do you need food? Like, what do you eat?
I have so much food.
No need. No need.
Okay. Alright,
What
well,
about
shrugs
water?
and...
Do they want water? Oh no, wait, they're scared of water. Never mind.
Not.
I have apple juice.
to just, it kind of like decides to just kind of hide behind Prim's hair a little. I'm like,
Oh no, I've
It's
scared
okay,
the
it's okay.
tiny. I'm sorry. Don't worry, tiny secrets are safe with me.
Language hard. This tongue hard.
It's okay.
That's okay.
It's okay.
You could
No
just you could
pressure.
talk to Prim and then Prim can tell me.
I'm just
Or
kind
we
of.
could just talk about it.
It just like kind of seems to like settle out. It's here for a ride now.
Mm-hmm. Gonna hitch a ride with these guys out of here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's the plan. All right, cool. I think Primrose is gonna regroup back up with the others
Mm-hmm.
and
Mhm.
figure out wherever the hell Gil went.
Yep. Banana's running after Gil. She stood still for too long.
All right, Gil, you're still locked out.
Yeah, he's been discussing plans with Psychopomp. So, you know, maybe I have something in my camera space. Starts digging around in his pocket.
All right, Prim and Banana, Bon and Mersel. Bon and Mersel, Prim and Banana have came back, which seems to be a little glowing light.
You know, at this point, it may as well happen.
Ain't that always what it's like with tunes?
You could do the accent thing too.
So we'll flash a thumbs up. Although, can he roll something to see if he can identify what this thing is?
Sure.
What would that be? Arcana?
Roll
Nature?
Arcana.
Arcana. Watch him roll another, like, not one.
Hey, that would be it.
Mersel, you can clock this thing immediately as being a familiar.
Oh.
Ooh.
It does seem celestial in nature.
Yeah, I think he would. I think he would say that, like, oh, you found a something familiar? Hello, there, little one.
You are very, very muffled, Vamp. I do not understand you. I'm sorry.
Oh, he's going to say, oh, you found a celestial familiar? Hey there.
Primrose's eyes like kind of like fly up. Wait, a familiar? Like,
Yeah,
oh. Huh.
that's what I'm finding familiar, right, Soto?
Mm-hmm. It
Yeah,
kind of like it seems to perk up a little bit, and like looking at you, Mersel.
Hi?
And it seems to now speak in celestial. It's like, hi.
Oh, hey there. Yeah, Cell can also speak celestial, so...
Silk and Banana, actually.
Oh, well, there you go.
So funny.
Yeah.
He's just like, hey there, what are you doing here? Do you need to find your way back to your, caster?
Yes. Actually, yes. I don't know anymore.
Oh, who is your caster?
That's Nakru? I don't know if they're here anymore. I think they're still alive, but not here anymore.
Oh, because Cell succeeded in the history check. Nakru was one of the 3 librarians, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, in that case, Cell's just kind of like insists and goes, yes, I don't think he's here anymore. I haven't heard really any like sign of any of the 3 librarians since the fire. But
Oh.
but we're getting out of here right now, so you can tag along with us and possibly stick around with one of us after. We do a lot of traveling, so it might increase your chances of finding him.
Okay. that sounds like a plan then. It's been a long time.
By the way, like, does this kind of familiar? Can they eat?
They can eat, not necessarily needing to eat.
Okay, cool. Let me roll hammers, please. Cool. Mersel takes out like one of those small, like, takes out like a small like bag of jelly beans, and is like, "Would you like something sweet? I have like some jelly beans."
I
I also
won't.
have some leftover cake.
I won't say no.
He will open the bag of jelly beans and offer one, and probably just start feeding it like as they want.
You can see like yum.
This is the best way to get Snap Mersel out of his funk, I guess. Like, give him someone to feed sweets to.
Aww.
I heard you guys are trying to find the little girl.
Yes, you know where she is?
No.
Oh, careful now. Don't chop my fingers. He's gonna say that, like, teasingly as if it has to.
No, I didn't realize it was her making all the noise.
Do you know which direction the noise went?
Well, if you're talking about earlier, it went towards, and then kind of like seems to gesture towards the jester painting.
Okay. Alright. He will relay that to the people in the party who do not speak Celestial, which I think Banana's the only other one who does.
I think.
Pretty
I look
sure,
at the
yeah.
map. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not there, but Gil does not speak Celestial.
It's just Mersel and Banana.
For funsies, I think like Mercel's brand of Celestial sounds kind of like you know, like this sound effect like in Disney movies or like in movies in general when you have like stars twinkling.
Amazing. Yeah, the little guy's celestial sounds more like wind chimes, rather than the
Yeah.
purring it was doing before.
Aww.
Mhm.
That's so cute.
Gosh,
I'm
that
so
would be like
enamored
such
by
a
this
cute,
creature.
that would be
It's
such
so
a cute
cute.
conversation though. Twinkling stars and wind chimes.
Yeah.
Magical.
Cute.
It's just ting ting ting, twinkle twinkle, ting 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 ting.
Oh, just so cute.
That's cute.
Marcel's so Inferno, on the other hand, is like crackling flames and like boiling kettle and screams of the damned. Don't worry about it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
We must regroup and continue forward.
We gotta find Gil. We gotta find Gil. We gotta find.
Oh my gosh.
As Banana comes through the mirror, Gil's like, "Oh, that's right," and uses one of the charges from the cloak of doors to open the door.
Oh my god. Let me.
With the knock spell, which can be heard from 300 feet away.
Let me take a real quick look at the knock spell.
The knock spell. I'm so sorry. I love that Gil casting knock is just shaving a haircut. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Alrighty. Yeah, the door seems to like very much. The door seems to like creak a little bit. It seems to somehow, some way, the door seems a little bit pissed, but it does eventually open.
Gil just sticks out his forked tongue, going.
Amazing.
It goes into the room.
Into the room.
No
Uh,
door can contain Gille Trebble. No door
No
can keep Gille
window
Trebble
either.
out.
And into the
No
room,
window either.
Gil, you see just a long file of cabinet files. Just long rows of cabinet files.
I'm gonna start opening them and looking inside to see if there's
Sure.
anything interesting.
Sure. You open the first one you get your hands into. And they all seems to be separated by vanilla folders. You pull out the first vanilla folder, and it seems to be there are some parts of it that is written in common, but then other parts are written in the one language you guys keep struggling with. But the starting line of it is subject file G012. And it does seem to be it's very much papers of like different things. There seems to be experiment number X whatever not. This seems to be a documentation of things going on here.
Well, you know, if I don't understand it, I guess it's going in my hammer space.
Yeah, that's been the trend so far.
Just shoving it in my pocket.
Well, this is a lot of files. Bananas, and do you guys also, the rest of you do come in?
Yeah.
Yep. Running up and down the aisles.
Yeah, you guys go right where Gil is at with all these file cabinets.
Each one if I read it and can't understand it, I'm just shoving it in my pocket and continuing on to the next one.
Yeah. Some of them do seem to not be necessarily subject. Some of them seems to be like progress logs on things. One of them seems to be like a maintenance log. A lot of the like mostly maintenance logs seem to be mostly that language you guys cannot understand.
I see.
Is there anything that looks like files on patients?
Yes.
Cool! Cool! Primrose, if she comes across one, is immediately gonna, like, wave Bon over.
So Bon probably would have hung back for a second. They want to ask the jester a question.
Sure. Okay.
So they kind of wait for everyone to follow Gil through and like hang back a second to wait to make sure no one's immediately coming back.
Mm-hmm.
And then they look at the gesture painting and they ask, did you watch her a lot while she was in here?
Yes. I definitely have. I mean, I'm right next to the door.
How was she?
I suppose you could say angry, a little bit pissed, one might say, if we were using the fun little language. Definitely a lot of energy, though.
Anything else?
What are you trying to get at?
I suppose I can't help but feel curious if she was scared.
She was when she first got here. Oh, but she's a feisty fighter. After a point, it just kind of turned into a kind of routine of me trying to corral her right back over here as she tries to repeatedly over and over again trying to get out. We had to reinforce the door so many times.
Yeah. She's strong.
She is safe.
I know.
Actually, she's quite closer than you might expect.
Yeah. I just hope that I'll keep that one to myself, actually. Thanks. And Bon will go through the painting.
Come back soon!
The painting or the mirror?
The painting or the mirror? Actually, yeah, but the painting or the mirror?
Wherever everyone else went.
Alright, the mirror. That'll be the mirror.
Okay. So Prim wants to show Bon a file. So Bon probably comes through and Prim, like, probably puppy perk, I'm guessing.
Yeah, Puppy Perk holds up the little file, which seems to have information on a patient. She's not sure which one. She just grabbed a random one, but it's information that it seems like Bon could use.
Bon will look it over. Can they read it is the question, though.
There are some parts of it common. There's a lot of it, though, it seems to be in that other language. The most common parts, though, seems to be registration of vitals and how the subject is currently doing in more of a physical sense. Anything else that seems to indicate that is more stuff that seems to have happened to the patient seems to be in that other language.
Cool.
Bon will probably, like, in my head, I feel like there's, like, a zipper, like, for the top of the medicine bag they're wearing. Like a flat top kind of thing. They'll just stick it in there.
Can I roll investigation at advantage? Because Primrose is now going to start trying her best to comb through these and pick out any interesting files.
Sure, go for it.
Sweet, let's go. I love this magnifying. What? That's a good roll for Prim.
Woo!
Oh my god.
18 total.
Yeah!
Prim, you're going through the files, and there does seem to be a few that you might find familiar. There is one that is talking about a very goopy individual. You remember kind of seeing at the auction floor as like one of the security. There's another one, actually that talks that you're pretty sure this one is actually Obsterprat's file.
Oh, I see.
And the one right next to it seems to be talking about a very similar quote-unquote subject, also robotic and mechanical. That seems to have like tie-ins to Obsterprat's subject file number. Again, most of them are, the common bits are mostly of wellness checks and stuff like that, and the other parts are all in that other language. There is one, you've like slowly as you're going through and you kind of like do recognize some of these as being folks you've seen here before. And actually, like, as you go through in one of the more older files, because you can kind of, some paper, you know how paper kind of tends to get older with time and such. You can kind of feel it. There does seems to be one talking about the painting subject, which seems to be a much more thicker file.
I imagine so.
Yeah.
She might actually thumb through the painting file, see if there's any information she can glean.
Yeah. From what you're gleaning on with that, so it's also role. It seems that the painting subject seems to have originally been a real kind. But since has been transferred into an oil painting.
Weird.
And in the notes of whenever the painting was real kind, it seems to be inferring a lot of medical issues.
Interesting. Okay. Terrifying. Thank you. I think Primrose is going to gather as much information on, like, you know, the potential test subject / patients here as she can find and uncover, strap it all together, and put it all in her hammer space for safekeeping. That way they could later get it translated and or have that information to help people. That's the goal.
Banana's bored. She probably left at some point. Go explore the rest of the hallway.
Sure. Let me, because I realized I never actually.
Banana voice. Oh no, they're reading.
I can't stand still right now!
Alright.
I have run up and down these aisles 3 times now and nothing happened.
They're
getting homework. No.
I have heard about this homework. It has trapped Tally for several hours.
Real quick.
I won't let it take me down.
Hiding some stuff. Here is. Actually, fuck. Hang on.
Take your time. Take your time.
Yeah. You cannot see my secrets. There you go.
Not until they are to be revealed.
Ah, shoot.
Oh.
Okay. This is the hallway that you're in. Now I'll show you fully. The one with the yellow arrows where you came from.
Okay. Okay.
There are 2 mirrors and 1 painting that does not have the gesture in it.
Ooh. Banana runs over to the painting without the jester.
It's a nice little, like, you can actually see the background which the gesture is at, which is just a nice little field with a path and up towards, like, a castle, it looks like.
Ooh, she pats her hand on the painting to see if she can go in.
It seems pretty solid right now.
Hmm.
Nope, okay.
And she's probably gonna run over to the mirror all the way at the bottom.
Okay. That mirror does not have a reflection.
No other doors or anything?
No.
Okay, she's gonna go through the mirror.
Go through the mirror and you're back at this hallway.
Yeah, I did it!
And she immediately goes back in and runs up to the other mirror.
Which mirror?
I got this.
Oh wait, she gets the crayons out. She puts it next
God.
near that mirror.
Oh my God.
Makes a line.
Here we
Goes
go,
over to the mirror
guys.
he hasn't been through.
It's the Stanley Parable line all over again.
All right, you're going to the next one then, right?
Yep. The one that's closer to where everybody is.
All right. That one actually loops you back into the 4th mirror in the same hallway.
Yeah, process of elimination! So not this one, Not this one. Okay, where haven't I been yet?
And rather than going back through, she looks at the line of mirrors and picks one she hasn't gone through.
That will be the last one.
Okay. Through she goes.
Last one. Oh, I forgot. Oh, I forgot that one leads over here. I forgot about that. Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh,
Okay.
first Banana finds the body part room, and now whatever this is.
It is what rogues do, unfortunately.
This is true. This is true.
I completely forgot I had a different way to go here. Oh no, I accidentally made Banana smaller. Whoops.
She's already small!
Oh no, you cast reduce on her! Oh no!
She's gone. Let me real quick hide this and this. And real quick could put back on my little fog wall.
Uh-huh.
I can't believe I forgot that mirror leads here.
I'm so curious.
It's nothing bad.
No, I'm still curious.
Banana, you have stumbled your way into what seems to be a room with tall metal shelves full of parts and like machinery parts. And toolboxes and stuff like that. And you also seem to hear a few two voices kind of hushed and huddled together.
Sneaking over to listen into the voices.
All right, roll me a stealth.
Okay.
Okay, let me look at these guys.
Hang on. 22!
It's at advantage because
Yep.
Banana has a thing.
Okay.
Yep. And anyone trying to...
Yeah, that
find her
beats both of these guys' perception. Real quick, you kind of hear these two voices kind of muttering to themselves, and one of them is just like, no, I come back here. Okay. So if we put this around here and around here, it'll be good, okay? And if do Band-Aids work on this? And the other voice is just like, I don't know if Band-Aids would. Do you take a little sneak peek, Banana?
Yes.
And there you see. Let me also pull up this. These two very familiar faces.
Woo! Oh my gosh. It's just hitting me so many... Exactly!
Sorry, that was an alarm.
No, you're fine. Banana quietly sneaks over. And Sandy just... Sandy or the one that looks like Sandy, either way, just kind of hears whispered next to her shoulder.
Do you need a piece?
And you see Sandy just kind of like jump up and arms immediately go towards what seems to be a broken up pipe, and it's like, Banana! And she turns around and sees you, and it's like, Banana, you're here! Oh my gosh, hurry!
Banana just launches at Sandy because it's like this is Sandy. This is Sandy. This is clearly Sandy. This is Sandy. Sandy's getting hugs now. Sandy.
You're so
Who need uppies? Do you need uppies? Do they need uppies? Who needs uppies? I have uppies.
Them! And Sandy like points at Obsterprat, and actually you see Obsterprat, and you see that they're kind of not doing great. There's a lot of broken parts and what seems to be like a lot of flickering wires and electricity, and a lot of their clothes are like in rags, basically.
Did you fall into a paper shredder?
Oh, no. Just had a bit of a stage accident.
I'm pretty sure that's a lie, but I'm gonna give you uppies anyway, okay?
It's okay. I can stay here.
Come on!
And she's gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah. Roll me how much health?
I don't. C8 plus. Spellcasting ability modifier. 11 HP.
Okay. Considering how low they were. Yeah. And you kind of see that the wires and metal and whatever seems to be leaking out of them seems to like kind of cover slightly. A lot of this damage seems to be much more worse than that. And Officer seems to like kind of be hiding some of like the worst of it. And such, and just kind of like laughs and is like, "Oh, you're sweet."
I've been whatever, I've been I don't care anymore. You clearly need more uppies.
No, it's fine. Really.
Yeah, no, I'm used to this level of fight. Like, a lot of people say they're gonna be fine, and then they need the uppies for when they can't wake up, which I also have, but can we just not get to that point?
And Sandy's like, okay, so I was actually using like the first aid kit I had, because I found them like this. They kind of just, I was actually kind of like wandering all over the place and trying to like find how the heck to get out of here. And they kind of just came through one of like the paintings. Yeah, the painting over there. And
Yeah, you're supposed to go through the paintings apparently, but I got here going through the mirrors, and everybody else is back there.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hang on, if you've got the medical kit, then we can both use the medicine kit.
Yeah, so I was trying. I'm not really. I'm trying to get good at doing the thing, but I'm not really that good at doing the thing. But I'm trying to get good at doing the thing. But like, they need like parts and stuff like that. Because if we just like heal up here, I'm not surprised. It's like okay. So the healing magic does indeed work on me. Unfortunately, I am missing a few little parts that are kind of important, and I don't want the rest of me to heal over the parts that I kind of need.
I mean, I know somebody who could probably help with that. We just need to get you out of here.
Right.
You're planning on getting out of here, right?
Oh yes, I need to.
Okay, good.
Okay. Yeah, I just kind of waiting on somebody.
Who do we have to find?
Well, Yuvia is supposed to let me know if my sibling is all doing all right, but I think Yuvia is currently occupied with I think the doctor.
I'm
So where's the doctor?
And the officer kind of like shrugs.
Okay, hang on. I need to do an adult thing really quickly. 1 second.
Banana goes back through the mirror, through the other mirror. I found Sandy!
Whoa, what? immediately like perk up, lifting of ears.
Gil is pulling out another manila folder that he doesn't understand, is shoving it into his pocket. Then he pauses for a moment. Okay. Lead on then.
Okay, she's gone. running.
Gil is gonna cast. No, he's not. He's gonna follow her. I was gonna say you cast Expeditious Retreat, but nah.
Since it's a short loop between two of the mirrors, you probably have to follow the crayon on the ground for like 2 seconds before you catch up to her.
I think Bon is dashing.
Reunite.
Yeah, all of you guys stumble in through the mirror and into these, like, seems to be like parts room. And there you see Sandy and Officer Pratt, and Sandy's eyes kind of like seem to shoot open. I forgot I actually had Sandy ref right here. Here's a little ominous in how Sandy looks like right now.
This is probably why Banana hugged her immediately.
And Sandy sees all of you come in and is like, it's and immediately rushes at you guys and like just her hands extending out and kind of like trying to hug every single one of you.
Sandy!
Hugs. Big hugs.
Okay, we can finally leave now! We can finally go now! We can finally go and we can leave and it'll be okay! I was not expecting you guys to actually be here because I was expecting you guys to like not know where I was because this place, I never actually told you guys where I was gonna be. Well, I wasn't really planning on being... Oh.
Well, some birds at the park, apparently, they mentioned where you went to, and we got invited here. There's a lot of, like, derision in the invited part.
It's been a very weird day, Sandy.
You're telling me?
Yeah, you exploded a crystal roof. We saw that.
Yeah, I was angry. I'm still a little bit angry. I still know you're angry, but you guys are here, and now we can leave. We can go. We can be free. And we can just get rid of this place and have everyone get out, and we're going to be A-okay, and we can never go back here again.
Okay, but what about your friend who needs extra peace?
Yeah, is something wrong? And this is to ups the prep.
He needs they need. Wait a minute, sorry. Why I need your pronouns to get them right?
Oh, they, them.
They need mechanical parts that are important to function.
Oh, do they know what the parts look like?
Yes, I do. It's just a little bit hard to, stand up a bit.
If you can draw them, I can form them using prestidigitation.
They should be here. I don't wanna,
If you describe them, we could find them, here in this room.
Yes, we can find the things.
This is like what this Mersel means, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that only lasts an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be...
But this is more so like the last resort if they can't find the parts. So like if they, as a last resort, he can probably do this like just to help them get out. But ideally, then get the physical parts.
Yeah. Plus, you can recast it within the hour to have it last longer.
I also have prestidigitation.
So does Banana.
So, if you could, somehow just very detailedly describe them or draw them for us, as my brother suggested.
How about drawing them? Just for our own sakes, that you don't accidentally grab other things that I should probably not have inside of my body.
I just imagine while this conversation is going, Banana's just like grabbing random things she finds and brings them over. One of the things is a kitchen sink. Don't ask where she got it from.
I'm gonna roll my hammer space to see if I can pull out my notebook.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 3.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Also, Pride kind of like draws in 3 things. One of them being like a more like a spherical object that seems to like have like a core to it. Another one seems to be like it's all little gears and parts and syncing together. Another one seems to be like a kind of a long tube, it seems, and it's just but it seems to like have like some weird filling, and it's all little mechanical little bits and pieces and such. And I was surprised, like, okay, I should, if I just have these, I think the rest will be okay.
So,
Okay.
supposedly these are somewhere in the room.
They should
And
be.
Gil will hand the detailed drawings to Prim, who has the magnifying glass.
He gives a salute. I'm on it.
Banana will also help.
9. The other one was a nat 1. No. Someone else needs a turn.
Okay, Banana will take a crack at it. Investigation, right?
Yeah. Primrose will hand you the magnifying glass.
Ooh! What is
It's
it?
very
Is it just
heavy.
at advantage?
Advantage investigation, yes.
Okay. Also gonna say, since you said it, well, no. Okay, she could probably handle it just fine, but just for the cute, she's gonna hold it with both hands.
Hold it with both hands. Maybe Primrose is holding the tippy top of it to help.
There we go.
Roll again.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Only 9. She brings back another kitchen sink for some reason.
We needed 2
Well.
of these, right?
You know, they say you should take everything in the kitchen sink, but I don't think they understand how big a kitchen sink really is. That's not gonna fit into anyone's hammer space.
Gil, do you want to take a crack at it?
Sure.
Passes
Eddie,
Gil the
what?
magnifying glass. Everyone gets a turn.
There we go.
I mean, one time I fit half of a grandfather clock in my hammer space.
Only half, though.
Yeah. I had a lot of energy at the time.
That's a 6, by the way. I
Oh
rolled
my
2
god.
4s.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
The dice said we are not fixing Obstiprat today.
Yeah,
I don't know. Bon and
There's-
Rochelle
yeah, there's still
haven't
Bon
gone.
and- Yeah, we still got 2 more people.
2 more chances.
Bon, can I have Bon walk over to Obstiprat? A, I want to roll medicine, and B, Bon is gonna ask Obstiprat if these parts have serial numbers.
Okay. Go roll me a medicine check. Yep.
Yeah, let me do a fucking. Let me E. Let me just E in chat.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, finally.
That's a medicine check.
Yes, that's a medicine check.
Okay. Obstiprat kind of like also as you're looking over Obstiprat, and Obstiprat's actually, since everyone else seems to be like ushered away from them, kind of like seems to like resign themselves a little bit of being looked over now that the children aren't nearby. And it's like, oh, oh, you're right. They do have serial numbers. Oh.
Alright.
And Bon, as you're looking over Obstiprat, it seems to be like a lot of gashes, and wounds. I never actually like drew all this out, but there is a lot of open bits, and what you actually see is flesh and metal bits under those bits. That might be why Obsterpad has been kind of hiding some of the worst of the wounds.
So Bon's gonna play telephone and be like, all right, you tell me the serial numbers, I'll call them out to the others. And they will presumably, I hope, be able to find them a little faster than relying on pictures. If there's any kind of organizational system in this place.
There is some organization, yes.
Perfect.
Cool.
There you go. Slowly but surely.
Okay. And then Bon is going to they're going to take off the medicine bag that they have been carrying. And they're actually going to unbutton their vest. And, like, slide it off carefully. And they're gonna put it around Obstepret's shoulders. Kind of, like, start helping them into it, basically.
Okay.
And they're just like...
Oh, are you sure, dear? I don't wanna ruin it.
Listen. It's not more important than you are. Besides, the kids already, well, at least one of them already found the operating room. I don't think they want to see the practice being put into play.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I'll help you get fixed up. Yeah, you can probably re-roll that, Obby.
Yeah.
Right. There we go! 19!
Now, fully, with an organizational system and numbers being shouted back at you, you slowly find yourself that, things are actually very decently organized into little compartments and little shelves, and there are little, like, serial numbers on them, and that seems to be going in order, actually. And slowly you start to find the parts that Obsterpad has very, very kindly drawn up for you. This is a successful
Da 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 da.
Da na na na.
You have found all of the key items.
We did it! Yeah! We did it! We found everything plus the 2 kitchen sinks!
Yeah!
Which I'm pretty sure we should just leave here.
Oh, that's fair. I'm not sure what I would have done with them anyway.
I didn't think there was a kitchen down here.
There totally was. There's like at least 2.
That's fair.
Yeah!
There's a lot of things here. There's like so many stuff here. I keep finding into like random places, and then I keep being like, "Oh, no, you should not be here." And then I'm like, "Freak you!" And then I go running around, and then I try and punch people, and then I should probably realize I should probably not really punch the people. And then the people weren't actually like, they were like,
Bon is going to hug Sandy.
I need more hugs!
Sandy just like hugs back immediately. Hi, I'm here. I heard the candy. I was around, had the candy, and so I knew that you were at least the very least here, and so yeah. Hi.
Bon is okay. Bon is hugging Sandy. Dying, throwing up. Bon is not saying anything. They are just hugging Sandy, and they have their face buried in her hair.
By the way, we have your hairpin.
Yes, I need that.
Do you want
Yes.
it back?
Please. It's been really, really hard to kind of do some of the spells I've been able to do without it, and they kind of just took it when I was taking a bath. They also took away my clothes when I was taking a bath.
That's rude.
Right?
Usually you don't bathe in your clothing.
I mean, I did.
Why not?
I mean, yeah, I wasn't like I didn't have my clothes on. They took it whenever I was taking a bath because I didn't have my clothes on, and they were out in the open, and they gave me new clothes, which are like, yeah, they're nice, but then it was my old clothes.
Gil
So we-
pulls the hairpin out of his hammer space and hands it over to Sandy.
Thanks. And Sandy is like hold it. Still like hugging Bon and kind of like extend a hand out to like and then plop it on top of her hair and then continues hugging Bon.
Did the dice bot roll for anyone else?
I think it's a lowercase r.
Lowercase.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah, it's a lowercase r, yeah.
I'm like, I would love for this to work. Awesome. There's a very wet, nasally noise, but then, like, Bon pulls their head back and, like, gently pats Sandy on the head.
Sandy has not let go of hugging Bon yet.
Wog.
Kind of just like looks up at Bon. I'm okay. I was mean and I did not let anybody touch me.
Good. Good.
Good.
Well, I'm glad that doctor's repellent that I gave you got some good use.
Yeah, it really, really, really helped a lot. And then they couldn't get inside the room with me, and I was very, very happy. Yeah. So like now we can go, right?
Well, we gotta find some stuff.
We've got a few more things to do before we can leave.
What?
Just some things to take care of.
Plus, plus they said that they need their siblings, so we gotta find them too. Nobody's allowed to be left behind.
I wonder if that was Trey, Gil says, looking over at Prim. Like, if that's who that was?
I don't remember what you're talking about. Help.
So, whenever Yuvia came to pick up the double, she called the double Trey.
Okay. I'm
That-
sorry, I know it's not intentional, but double, triple.
That is one of the nicknames my sibling has.
Oh, good. I guess we all must find Yuvia then, because she's probably would know where that person is.
So Yuya is here? Like here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, okay. I guess we can get Yuvia and then we can get out.
The absolute silence of nobody immediately agreeing.
Why is everyone quiet?
I'm trying to think.
I am unmuting. All right.
Okay, I'm pausing.
Okay.
Welcome back, everybody. We had some technical difficulties there. Back at it again. Where we left off was Sandy. Everyone. Okay. Bon and Sandy are talking. And Sandy was asking if we're not leaving.
Yeah.
So-
Cause
sorry, you guys are just funny.
Sorry, it's really hard to tell when someone wants to speak.
Yeah.
You know, like how they do in the Zoom calls, the little hand raise ding.
Yeah, hand
yeah.
raised ding.
Ding. Actually, hang on.
So okay. Let's back it up a step. Where is everybody? Because we are. So Ops the Prep is against the wall. And Sandy, I'm guessing, is still kind of near there. And everyone else came in after Banana.
Yeah.
Everyone was getting parts for Obsterprat, and were able to find the parts and such.
And Bon had given Obsterprat their vest to help cover up. And so Sandy was like, we're gonna leave, and everyone was like, well, and we explained about Yuvia.
Yeah.
And then Sandy was like, okay, we'll wait for Yuvia, and then we'll leave. And then it was a, well...
Yeah, everybody was quiet, and then...
Sandy is like, so we aren't leaving?
Well, you see, there's just something we've got to take care of first.
What do we need to take care of?
Well, for one thing, Gille gestures towards the painting. I really want to see your original.
You see the painting, kind of like turn around. You can see the painting has a phone, and it's like seems to be having like a phone call. In the middle of this, it kind of like turns around, it's like, and just like does like a little wave, and it's like, ah shit, I got caught in a phone call.
I just hate when that happens.
Do you need me? I'm in the
No, I just wanted to just go back to your phone call. I apologize for interrupting.
No, you guys continue. Yeah, okay. Hi, and then like Jester like continues, turns their back around, and like continue talking, kind of hush hush.
And then there's this other thing.
Okay, so we can get Yuvia, we can get Obstacle, we can get the painting, and then we go.
Oh.
Sorry, I got distracted by the updated toaster in chat.
That's fine.
Out
of character. Someone else please go.
Bon's gonna like sigh a little, and they're gonna be like, Sandy, there's something I want to update you on.
Oh.
So,
okay.
First of all, you were helping Ups the Prep?
I was doing the med kit, and I was trying to like bandage it all up and have like the pressure. I was supposed to have pressure on the wounds. Use the band-aids. I wasn't really sure if I could use like the little like band-aids in some parts, but then I was decided to use like the like ribbon band-aids on parts. So yeah.
You did really good. Ops the Prep is not really in a position where it would be probably for the best to try and stabilize them before moving them. And we can work that out. But on top of that, when you were kidnapped, Sandy, Kankal invited us here. And Kankal is dying. Kankal is dying. And Sandy, I think there are people that Kankal did things to, like you.
Yeah?
Who... I'm getting there. I think that for me to be able to help them, or for them to be able to get help, I need Kankal alive.
Sandy crosses her arms and kind of like looks away. You can just help them without him.
I'm not asking for you to be okay with this. It's okay. You can be upset about this and about Kankal. But I know you know Yuvia. I don't think Yuvia wants Kankal to die either.
Why not?
I don't think Yuvia even knows.
Have you talked to her?
We did. A couple of times. She was talking to Kankal a few times. And even though she seemed upset with him, she wasn't trying to hurt him or get them in trouble.
I don't like this.
I know. Kankal, if Kankal is in a state we can take them with us. First of all, you can make ugly faces at them the whole time. You don't have to talk to them. You know, I'm not going to make you be friends with Kankal.
I have Sharpies. You could draw on their face.
Okay, we're not
He
drawing
can
on their
have
face.
a mustache. Oh. But he could have a mustache.
I don't know what kind of state Kankal's gonna be in, and I don't think Sharpie's gonna help.
Ah.
Maybe water
What if we use
soluble markers?
I have
We could
Not
use
even
prestidigitousness.
Not even glitter.
Oh. You're never free of glitter.
I will allow glitter.
Yes.
I will allow glitter.
Sandy, there's this biodegradable glitter, and the second he thinks it's gone, there's more glitter.
I'm really glad you're okay, Sandy.
I'll be honest, I've been kind of really angry.
We could tell. We found the room
Oh.
you kept breaking out of.
Oh. Okay.
That looked really cool, by the way.
That was very impressive.
It's a lot
yes.
of bottled up rage!
Yay!
We found the bottle! See?
Yeah!
We're still saying something like to himself, but anyone with a higher passive perception hears him say, "Man, Sunny really can snap me like a toothpick."
That is just something for Bon and Bon. Well, no, not Bon alone. Banana probably heard it too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Oh my god.
It sailed right over Gil, Sandy, and Prim's heads.
Yep.
I think
Banana just
Mersel
slowly
picked the guy
looks
with the lowest
itself.
strength in this group.
Tooth expires.
I don't like this. And but I will allow glitter. And I won't talk to him.
Oh, this.
You want to break
This-
something about it? Primrose suggests. Here, let me roll hyperspace.
Sandy looks
Also, what was that,
up
Bear?
and intrigued.
Oh,
what was that, Bear?
actually, yeah, Mersel was just like, oh, actually, Sandy, you want to wear something else over what you're wearing right now?
I mean, this is okay. It's kind of plain. And Sandy just kind of like looks down at her dress and just swooshes it a little bit.
Oh, I was going to lend you one of the coats.
Wait, no, wait!
But
Sandy just like perks up at Mersel and just like, oh?
Yep, I also have a scarf if you'd like that.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
I got prestidigiousness if you want to add something to it, too.
Nah. I have clothes at home. Oh my god. Oh my god.
God,
Oh no!
Hold on, where is Mersel's fumble table? I haven't used it in like literal ages.
Took it out before the game. Oh no!
Oh
Mersel has literally not fumbled in years.
Oh my god.
I'm not even exaggerating.
Oh
I couldn't
my
remember the
God.
last time.
Finally, after all
no! What a
these
time to
years.
start.
Is it in
Yeah.
Mersel's inventory?
I don't think
Or
it's
not?
part of his inventory. I think it's like a
not.
notes instead of like a Google Doc
Oh,
thing.
dang. Where is
Oh
it?
no!
Oh, here we go. Fumble chart. Let's
Oh
go.
my goodness!
Yeah!
Oh my
Ah,
god.
Bad luck finally rubbed off on Mersel. Yeah!
yeah!
All right, number 4. He takes out a shower curtain. Actually,
Oh, that was a bad time to take a
roll history, specifically Gil and Sandy.
Oh! Okay.
whole-
History.
A beautiful
Where is
cape.
Sandy? Where is Sandy's?
Beautiful cake.
That's not what I wanted to do.
I got a 16.
Oh, hell yeah.
Got a
Okay, cool.
5.
Sandy does not remember. But Gil, do you remember when you were in that bathhouse when you guys all first met and all of you guys just stole everything in the bathhouse bathroom after you guys got cursed sleeping in it?
Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
That shower curtain is from that Ghiblian bathhouse.
Oh my
You
God.
recognize
Gil!
it.
Beautiful.
Gil
Oh my
points
God.
at it, Goose! Oh my god! You stole something too! I remember that!
The curtain is getting thrown at Gil's face.
Wait, that's some good fabric! That's some good fabric! Hang on!
Hold on. How does fumbles work again? What do I have to roll to see if
Roll
I
another
So-
d10.
Yeah.
If you get a 5, you pass, but anything below a 5, you fail again.
I
and
thought
have
it was
to roll
5
again.
and below was a fail. Oh well, never
Yeah.
mind.
Also
Can I
nice.
roll
There
at
we go.
disadvantage? He hasn't had a fumble in like years. I miss fumbling.
It might
I mean,
be
if you
5
want
and below.
to.
I don't
Yeah.
remember.
I think it's five and
May I
below.
roll at disadvantage, Toto? He hasn't fumbled in literal years.
Sure.
He hasn't fumbled
Yeah.
since
Go for it.
As a treat.
As a
Rule
as
of
a
He hasn't
funny.
fumbled since 2022.
Oh my god.
Oh damn, he's had it good for too long.
Don't date this.
Oh
Yeah! Another fumble! Woo!
Fumble. Oh.
13. Oh, very fancy looking earrings. They're like dark blue with like
Ooh.
gold dust in it. They're like very expensive looking and 100% a gift from Van Vixen. Like all of you can tweet this. This man would not buy these himself.
Oh,
Gil-
Banana doesn't
Gil-
know this. Banana just suddenly sees very sparkly, shiny earrings.
Gil stands up from the ground, like pushing the shower curtain away, and like leans over, goes, "Damn, Mersel, when are you gonna wear those?"
Oh, well, I wear them. But I'm not wearing them in the house. Like, he trails off and doesn't say what he was gonna say. But what he was gonna say was, if I leave them unattended in the house, I think they'll be gone.
Probably a right
Guaranteed.
assumption.
Guaranteed. Mhm.
Yeah, except Gil wouldn't sell them. He'd wear them.
You find Tally like
Mersel
literally
will
5
actually
minutes later with them
Mhm.
Yeah,
tapped
Mersel will
to
actually
the
put
sides of her
these on.
face.
Mersel will put these on. Hold on. I have disadvantage still. Damn it! No more fumbles.
No more
Ah.
fumbles.
No more fumbles.
It was nice while it lasted, but can I show you guys one thing that I forgot was in his conversation?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Please.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh
God.
my god.
I mean, if you want, you could just have him pull that out.
Pull it out
Like,
with the item
You
that
can choose to fail.
you can have him pull it out with the item he was trying to get.
Yeah, so he pulls out his coat, except there seems to be something sticking out of the pocket, and he's pro furrows, and he's like, "What's that?" And he takes it out, and he's like, "Oh, it's this. It's a cookie brick."
Cookie brick.
Oh,
Gimme, 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 gimme!
Sandy, this is a bludgeoning weapon.
Oh! Well, I mean, I had a lollipop before. It's not like that stopped me.
yeah. Anything is edible.
Anything is
At least
edible.
once.
But if you need
Well,
a weapon, okay.
well, he'll give Sandy the coat, and then like he goes, "I'm going to regret this," and he gives Sandy the cookie brick.
Yes! Okay,
Okay, hang on. I also have some cake. Do you want some cake, Sandy? I still got some cake.
Cake? Okay. Okay. They really don't really have a lot of candy here. It's all boring food.
Oh,
And rocks.
I've got lots of sweets on me. I've got cake. I've got donuts. I've got cinnamon rolls. I've got rum.
He has to roll Hammerspace again.
I mean, the
Oh,
chance
no,
of rolling
something's
another
happened.
one is like very low. See,
Aww.
That's
he,
okay.
he went 3 years without fumbling. Like it's gonna take another 3 years.
Primrose has
If
been
somebody
standing off to the side with a pillow that she's been holding this whole time.
Oh, right!
Marcel has successfully helped Sandy feel better already with like offerings of candy and whatnot. So Primrose is like, all right,
Come
well,
back. No. Come back. Hi. Hi.
hi.
Punch?
I was gonna offer this for you to destroy if you wanted to break something.
I just kind of want to punch things, not really tear apart. But I can punch it.
Yeah, that's more.
Primrose
That's
holds it
more
out in front of herself and braces herself. Go for it. kill.
Hello?
Gille and
The pillow.
The pillow hit the pillow.
Mersel looks at Bon and gets scared. It's like, aren't you going to stop this?
Why do I roll
Gille.
on arm attack?
As Mersel looks at Bon, Gille, like, gestures and goes, "This is healthy! Why? Why would this be stopped?"
Mersel
It's a
boy,
pillow.
Sandy's going to punch through the pillow and hit my ex-girlfriend.
Strange.
And when that happens, it's perfectly fine. I can heal her.
What's an
Then I
ex-girlfriend?
love Mersel.
What's an
Yeah, but
ex-girlfriend?
Sandy can
Are you
also...
dead?
Yeah, that...
What's the
What did you
damage?
say, Obby?
Wait, what did I say? Huh?
Yeah, you said something at the same time as Blaze, and I didn't hear you.
Oh, my bad.
I don't.
It was something
Remember.
to Mersel.
I'm tougher than I look.
Oh, yeah.
Tougher than I look, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. I just wanted to
Ah,
hear.
Sandy rears up a punch, punches the pillow real hard in. That's 5 points of damage to the pillow.
Pillow goes.
Probably
Just
explodes,
a pillow. It probably rips in half and feathers fly everywhere, and Primrose is like pushed back like 5 feet.
Feathers
Oh, wow.
rain down everywhere.
Nice one.
I don't really punch things a lot, but this is kind of a little bit nice.
Mersel is looking at his hands like, man, he really is physically.
Okay,
He's the main.
okay. What do we do
Also,
first?
yeah, are you okay? You haven't spoken in a while.
I was kind of waiting. I'm gonna be real. As soon as everyone else started getting distracted, Bon kind of like snuck over to Obs the Prat
Oh my god.
Alrighty.
and was helping them. Because yay, yippee! Everyone's distracted. We can go help the critically wounded person.
Uh-huh. I think.
I feel like Gil
Hang on.
also is kind of stepped in front, so like further providing like don't look over here energies.
This is fine.
Guys,
With the kids. and-
Primrose rolled well with the perception.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
She noticed.
Oh my god.
She perceived. She's gonna keep up distracting the kids.
My god.
Since Banana already cast Cure on them, they're like, oh, we can't heal anything else, so yeah, distract us. Otherwise, she'd just be fussing and worrying.
Fine, it's so fine. Here, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I'm gonna.
Oh my god.
The funniest thing
so
is
bad.
that,
We're
like,
fibbling, baby.
the funniest thing is that like I'm not even gonna roll perception for Mersel because the moment like the idea of giving Sandy sweets came up, like he's gone, son. Like his brain cells disappeared. He's gonna feed his little sister, and that's it.
All of his brain cells focused on feed little sister.
Mm-hmm.
Listen,
And-
Bon is the medic. This is the cook.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I rolled an 18. Oh my gosh. Primrose pulled out sweets from her fumble chart.
Amazing.
Yes. You failed
Is-
correctly.
The children are distracted.
It is
Oh,
an 18,
no, yeah.
a bag of extra sugary cookies shaped like puppies and hearts.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, Banana was already in a sugar high and now there's extra sugary.
Like like I said at the top of this, Banana's not going to sugar crash until it is narratively convenient for her to do so.
Probably, yeah, that's right, yeah.
The children are occupied. These are candies. Sandy has missed candy so fucking much. I guess we can very quick zoom over towards Bon and Obstiprat. And Gil being a wall.
Gil is helping.
What you doing, Bon?
I mean, there's a med kit. We have the parts. Bon probably stole the shower curtain.
And there's kitchen sinks.
Where did the shower curtain go?
Don't worry about it. I've got it.
Okay.
Do you have any more candy?
Oh, yes. Hold on. Distracted.
What's an ex-girlfriend?
Okay, back to
Congratulations.
Bon.
Yeah, no,
Turning the camera back to
congratulations,
Bon.
there's your conversational topic. Back to Bon.
Should I have Bon roll
Medicine. Yeah.
on just putting the parts back together? Oh my god.
So
Okay, so I feel like Bon hasn't even touched it yet because they're like, I am not a mechanical engineer, I'm a healer, damn it.
I have a question. Can I give Bon the help action because Gil is actually proficient in medicine?
Okay.
Oh, no. I mean, Bon's proficient.
No,
Hang on.
but like, am I allowed to? Oh, okay.
I will
Vamp?
say you can, Vamp.
No, I was gonna say, I don't think you need Gil for the help action, because if you're in some DM rulings, if you're proficient in a specific, tool, in this case, the medicine kit, then you get advantage on, your check if you already have proficiency, in medicine.
I'll go with that. I say that Bon probably is a bit hesitant since this is a little bit mechanical, but also in part a little bit flesh.
Yeah. So, with this advantage, I'm gonna have Bon do the smart thing. And Bon is gonna look at the patient. And is gonna be like, okay, how much do you know about how you're constructed here? Do you have any pointers?
I can open up some part components, make it more easier. Aren't you lucky I don't feel pain as much, huh? And Elserprise starts with only one hand because the other hand is kind of has been a little bit destroyed. Is starting to open out some components and can see there are it seems to be some of these parts that you have seem to resemble a little bit of regular anatomy. A circle bit seems to be a replacement for what seems to be a heart that is also there, and it's a lot of those kind of things. There are some wires there to be able to connect it properly. I might be in and out a little bit once you start doing that.
Okay. Okay, so Bon's gonna do a couple of things really quick. I'm gonna have them roll medicine, but I'm also gonna have them roll investigation because they have the medicine bag to look for something like morphine or a painkiller kind of thing.
Yep.
We're just doing impromptu meatball surgery. Did I get another fucking nat one?
Yeah.
What
Great,
the hell?
So mean.
What the fuck? Bruh.
Okay. Okay, so Bon at least probably finds the drugs. They're still just like, I am so out of my depth here. This is man, inspired work here. I feel like they're gonna give Obs the Prat, like, minimum dosage painkillers because, by God, they don't want to accidentally overdose the robot. Okay.
Does Bon need help, maybe?
I don't think Bon needs help so much as a mechanical engineer.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
the only mechanical engineer of this family is Bob, and he's not here.
He's
Yeah,
not
Yeah, I was gonna
here.
say we need Bob.
God, yeah. Okay. Okay.
Does Bob have guidance by any chance?
You think Bon's gonna take guidance? No, the answer is no. The answer is no. Bon has mending, but here's the problem. It won't restore magic to broken magical items.
Hold on, let me look into my inventory real quick and see if Mersel has something that might help here. He has a lot, so who knows.
That's fair.
Good. Well, the only thing I can think of is, like, if we want to gamble, there's still the, like, pecking, never-ending storybook.
Yeah,
But,
I'm
like-
just... Yeah. Ooh, I know a great in-character thing Bon can do. Bon's gonna look at this, realize this is way above their pay grade at the moment, and they're gonna crack their head around, and be like, somebody get me the gesture painting. I need the gesture painting stat, please.
Mersel, can you step away for a moment?
Oh, do we need the painting?
Sure.
Yeah.
We got the painting! We got the painting! The children
there
now have a mission.
Here, just hand me the painting.
I'm sure Banana and Sandy together pick up the painting as Jester is still on the phone, and it's like, ah, shit! It's like, okay, this is okay.
Back with the painting.
Ta-da!
Thank
We
you.
got it.
Gil's gonna take it and, like, do a very quick, like, cartoonish change. So the curtain's kind of, like, still held up, but he is now holding the painting to face Bon.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone. Hi, Jester. Who are you on the phone with, first of all?
The doctor.
Excellent. Put me on the phone.
Okay, I can switch this over to the speaker. And Jester just gonna press a little button there, and it kind of crackles a little bit, and then just a clear tone of like, Got some...
Hello, yes?
Oh, hi.
Awesome, Kankal, baby. Okay, I need your help with something, and you're gonna help me.
Alright. I kind of have a little guess on what that is.
Yeah, you do? Awesome. Cool. I don't have to explain it to you. Obstaprat got a little blown up. You're gonna walk me through putting them back together.
Fine. So first of all, you have to... And I guess here we're gonna...
It just, like, the most, like... I feel like on one side of the screen, you've got, like, Bon with Obstaprat, and, like, Gille doing the, like, yes, I'm covering the impromptu operating room.
Yep.
And then on the other side, you have, like, the shadowed figure of the doctor. No one's happy about the situation, necessarily. And this is very funny, but we're doing it anyway.
I mean, the kids are distracted and having fun. Like, what did Gil just do with the painting at the thing? Oh,
Look at this yo-yo.
that's clever.
Look at this yo-yo, children. I pulled this yo-yo from my hammer's case. Look at this yo-yo.
Primrose and Mersel doing a fantastic job distracting the children.
Exactly.
Teamwork.
I have to ask, is Sandy, like, still stoned? Or, like, is she not right now?
Yes, she is paper white, which tends to be an indicator that she is stone.
I feel like there was probably an instance where Marcel tried to pick her up in a hug because he's used to her not being, like, fully stoned, and, like, everyone just hears, like, a fucking thud.
Are you okay? Oh no! Did I break you?
Back crack sound effect.
God.
Picks up both of them.
I'm fine.
Banana picks them both up.
You can't pick up Sandy like this. See?
Whip.
Yep.
Marcel's on a, like, spiral.
Banana. Marcella's not really that strong, and I'm kind of really heavy right now.
Oh,
No,
can I put you down?
If you want.
not on. Ouch.
I'm sorry! I mean, it's kind of the truth, though, but also, like, you're strong in different ways, because your magic is really cool, though. But...
You know in anime when, like, someone, like, gets, like, given, like, gets, like, accidentally insulted, and, like, there's an arrow that, like, goes through them with, like, the words on it? It's, like, not really that strong. Like, stab, like, into herself.
Sorry!
I mean,
Speech bubbles stabbing through the chest.
I mean, I don't really know who you are or what you're strong or weak at, but it's okay if you can't pick up Sandy. See, I can pick up both of you.
And pick up Sandy joins the other.
Kerpag.
On the other side of the curtain,
Or the painting,
Bon,
rather.
the other side of the painting, Bon, you are working fast now. You have a little voice on the phone telling you exactly what to do. Somehow they really do seem to know what you're moving, and sometimes even being like not there. But it seems to be a functioning system as you're trying to put Obstacrack together.
Just for the recording, Bon rolled 2 nat 1s in a row on medicine for Obstacrack. And then I rolled it again after we were like, yeah, Kankal's helping now. They got a nat 20.
Yes.
This is a full-on operation room.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they got the professional on the
Yo-yo,
phone.
please, I beg of thee.
They got the professional on the phone. They've got the first class medic actually working on the patient, and the first responder is helping block the scene.
Yeah. The children are thankfully not involved.
I would like to think that Obstacrack is looking much better, I'll be honest.
Yeah. After a point, once it's definitely that all the parts are put in together, Kankal just kind of like gives a bit of what seems to be a sigh of relief, and it's like, you should be able to heal them normally now. Generally, the mechanical parts tend to be more finicky with getting repairs via magic. But everything else, since it is a combination of living metal and flesh, they should be able to be healed in the normal way. I believe they still have their broken off hand, so that can be put together once more. So that should not be an issue.
Excellent. Bon, let's see. They have greater restoration, but that doesn't do HP. I could probably just cast it. We could just say, yeah, sure. Greater restoration.
If you don't have
Oh, I got like cure wounds. I was just being
Yeah,
goofy.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I was like, if you don't have cure wounds prepared.
Yeah,
I
but
Yeah,
do.
looking at all the other healers here. If you need to borrow my super powerful healing potion, just ask.
I'll have them cast
yeah,
at
there's that
second
too.
level. Yes. I'm going to have them cast Cure Wounds, second level.
Mhm.
So that'll be 2d8 plus 9. And that'll get them started.
Yep.
And probably see about putting that hand back on.
Mhm. No, yeah. Also, probably kind of like from behind their back, kind of pulls out the broken off hand. And it's like, there you go. I didn't want the little ones to see that.
Yeah. That's for the best. And well, I'll have them cast Cure Wounds again, just at first level.
Okay. That should actually help the hand naturally mend together to, together.
Stop giving me nat ones. Stop giving me nat ones. Heart emoji. So I feel like once Ups the Pret is stable, drugged but stable. So that is just the good times. Bond's gonna give the painting a like side, like kind of look, like a real sly look, and they're gonna be like, so, you could really speed this whole thing up. If we just got some directions.
Well, about that. And then from the phone comes in, unfortunately, I have to deal with something. We have a survivor from the blast. So I'm going to be dealing with him. Just, Jester, you can take them back out to the evacuation site. I can just deal with this. Okay. Jester kind of like looks. You can kind of see the sweat marks.
The problem with that is that I feel like you might want some help.
I don't need anything. All of you can just go.
I'm sorry, but didn't you just say that you have someone also very, very injured?
It's not necessarily. It is an intruder. I need to take care of the intruder. That way that everyone can get out of here just fine.
Oh no, Kankal. I think we're going through a tunnel. Oh no.
Really?
Yeah, I can't seem to hear what he just said.
Jester then hangs up the phone. Okay, then, I mean, technically, he can still hear us and see us a little. But right now, there really isn't a lot of hologram spaces in this room, so he cannot intervene right now.
Can Bon lean back and, like, put a claw on the painting and, like, just slowly, like, curl it around the Jester's painted cheek?
Okay.
I want to make them sweat a little.
I
I see you're an accomplice now.
was already starting to be an accomplice whenever I was leading you guys here. So.
Cute.
Well, you know my offer.
So, where is Yuvia?
Currently heading towards the doctor's office, but is going to miss them by just the skin of a hair. Kankal is actually physically going to meet our little fun visitor. And I'm trying to redirect all of the mirrors and paintings so that this can happen.
Okay. Where's Obstprat's sibling?
In the evacuation site.
Okay.
Insight from Primrose. I'm inciting in the background.
Go for it.
Hell yeah.
This is not going to go well. 4. Roll a 6.
What is
Seems
Primrose
legit.
trying to? Okay.
Primrose is too distracted by her own yo-yo.
The yo-yo master.
The yo-yo master.
This
But she
isn't
couldn't
yo-yo
insight.
master.
She just kept on yoing.
Can... Okay. Ooh, they love giving us conundrums.
They do, don't they? Devil's in the details.
Jester,
Mm-hmm.
can you redirect Yuvia here?
I can tell her in person to come over here.
Tell her that Sandy's here, and she's sobbing her little eyes out at the thought of Yuvia being all alone in danger. Or something. I don't know. Make something up.
Lying! Okay.
And also that Obstprat got blown up a little and needs to be escorted to the evacuation.
Oh, I'm
Place.
fine. Don't worry about me.
Buddy, I just gave you so much morphine.
It's fine.
That's, yeah.
Sure, I can arrange that.
Awesome.
Anything
Okay.
else?
Where are you?
At the evacuation site.
Awesome.
It's
Okay.
mostly so that everyone can just walk through me and we can just all be at the evacuation site, and hopefully whoever is last to get out can just pick me up and take them with me. Is kind of the idea of it.
I'm not gonna ask how that works. I don't really care right now. Gille.
Yes.
So, if there's an intruder, we gotta get Kankal. What say you letting them wear each other out a little? And then we swoop in. And we, with a wonderfully coordinated party, I don't know, maybe glitter bombs.
I should have picked those up from Glorp. Damn.
I don't know. You guys can take the cake.
I mean, I don't really think there's gonna be much of a fight, but okay.
What does that mean?
Well, Kankal can handle himself quite fine on these kind of circumstances, which is why I
You
Let
know,
him
I got
know.
that.
Yeah, kind of figured. So
This.
what you're implying is this intruder is actually injured and probably not going to be much of a fight for them.
Yes.
Right.
This intruder will probably not last much longer, especially with Kankal coming on over.
Who is the intruder? Like, what is this all this hullabaloo for?
Okay.
Whoops,
Bon's
the
gonna
fuck?
grab the curtain, throw it over, ups the Pratt, and then, like, turn Gil around so everyone else can see the painting.
Oh,
Yeah,
hello.
Gil is still holding the painting.
The intruder is more of, you remember the people from the upstairs in the auction?
Yes.
So it was a bit of a hassle to have everyone be corralled in together once they started to realize we kind of locked them in, right? And these people are not people you're supposed to really mess with a lot, which when in hands of kind of why Upsterprat is the way that Upsterprat is right now. And we have one little loose rat running around that is not good for the sake of everyone who is trying to get away from here. And this folk is probably gonna end up dead. Which is good, I think.
No,
Most
not
likely.
Unuppies is not good.
Well,
Banana,
this...
this
What?
person is very, very bad. Rotten to the core. You could say that they could probably be... I don't know. Truly a devil in disguise. Not like me. Very
I was
bad.
gonna say, I don't want you to die either, thank you. I still have uppies, though. We can use the uppies. I have more uppies.
Okay, Banana.
Yes.
Maybe save those for the person we're going to attempt to carry away from here.
Is
At
it
this
the
point, this
doctor
is 2
man?
people.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
We can carry. I can carry as many. I can give all the uppies.
I'll only carry Upsterprat, and that's it.
Okay. Okay, you can carry Upsterprat. I will carry the tiny and whoever else we're carrying. Unless it's a bigger rat, then I could probably still carry them.
Anyways,
Yes.
we're listening, Jester.
Mm-hmm.
So how long will it take for Yuvia to get here?
In about, I say, well, it's been a little bit hard to concentrate with everything going on at once, but it should be less than, like, between 5 and 10 minutes.
Okay. And Bon. Should someone wait here for her, or should we just go?
I feel like that depends on how much therapy you want to pay for.
I don't really feel like paying for that, so we should... paying for that for someone I don't know very well. So we should wait, yes?
More like, if Kankal's going to go deal with the intruder, and we go in after with, like, Banana.
Hi.
Hi.
What if I deal with the intruder?
Maybe we should stay here. And make sure
Yeah,
that
if we-
Upsterprat is okay.
if we stay here, does that mean we're gonna get exploded? Because,
Oh,
like,
no. Okay.
don't we have to go to...
Oh, honey, hang on. This is safe for a while, okay? This is, there are explosions gonna happen even more, but they are kind of set for whenever we get,
How
all of
long
us
is
get
a
out.
while?
No, it's more if we get to hit the trigger. They're not time-based. Which is why
It's a
I've been fine
button.
letting all of you wander about as you will, without worrying about any of you guys exploding, which is a little bit of concern, but you know.
Hey, because
Aw,
that has been
I
my
had a lot
concern
of
this whole
fun.
time.
I didn't realize I was just having fun. I mean,
Oh,
there
you're
was some worry because we wanted to find Sandy, but you know.
Oh, yes, this is just fine. If anything, some of the others could come along and make sure that, well, I guess you could say we could split the party. Some go ahead, some others stay here for a moment.
I'm really fast. I can do stuff. I don't know what I'm doing.
Banana, I think
Yeah.
it would be a very, very good idea to become very tall, so it makes it
Oh.
easier for you to carry someone taller than you are right now.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay, I gotta try. Hang on.
She pauses, looks around at the group for a moment. She thinks about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Let's see how successful she is at that. Because it's still a roll.
Yeah, I know. But the idea is if she can manage it, she becomes quote-unquote adult enough to help carry Obsterprat.
Yep.
And aka adult enough to go alone.
Mm-hmm.
If it helps, we do have a direct access to wherever these two are gonna be the Kankal and our little fun intruder are gonna be meeting up in the door south from here. That should have another painting of mine that I can fully talk to and take you guys to where the two of them are going to be at. The door is locked, but I'm sure that considering how all the other doors have been opened, it should not be a problem.
Yeah, it might be a little loud, but I don't think it will be a problem.
So you do have a direct line to going to that. I also have oh shoot. I mean, I can try and redirect some of the mirrors to actually lead you to go to the evacuation site right now. I'll probably have to use the empty mirrors over there. But I can move things around for your fitting, since I guess I am an accomplice this time around.
So while this conversation is going on, Banana sits down and takes off her shoes and like tugs at her outfit a little bit until it's like kind of loose and baggy on her. And then she starts getting taller and taller until she's like about 6'2". And she doesn't just look taller. She also appears older.
Whoa. I didn't know she could do that.
She did it once during Mansion Heist, actually.
I did
Primrose
do
wasn't
that.
there for that.
Yep.
Primrose wasn't? Yep.
That was
Nope.
Tally.
That was Tally. Yep.
True. Let me say that in character. Oh yeah, she kind of did that when we went to go heist the mansion.
Y'all heisted a mansion?
It was really fun.
You know what,
we
that's not
didn't take
surprising, actually.
We didn't take the whole mansion, but you know.
If only.
I think next time we could take the whole mansion. That would be fun.
I want to pick up
I
the
want
whole
to steal
house.
a whole mansion.
Refocus.
Anyway.
Oh, right,
Refocus.
refocus. Yes.
Refocus.
Yes.
So, Obstropret is very hurt, but
Mm.
I think we can trust you and Sandy to take her to safety. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Dice flip on a decision.
I want to find the doctor man.
I mean, I think they're planning on getting the doctor and bringing him with us.
Mm-hmm.
I
You'll
know,
be able to
but
talk to him afterwards.
I feel like there's something important I gotta do.
Hmm.
Yeah. I gotta see them for something.
Could do it after.
I mean,
Would it make you feel better if I promised you that you would be able to see them after?
I don't know. I guess it just. I can't. It's hard to. It's like it's in my head, and like I'll know what to do when I see them, but I don't know what it is. It just, you know when you feel something really important.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I could say what it is though, because then maybe that would help. Because then I'd know what it is or what to do. But
I can take up Pratt.
are you sure? I mean, I know you're strong and you can, but
I
like,
would prefer if you two went together.
I don't know what to do. I don't know why this is so hard.
Banana.
Yeah.
Part of why we aren't taking you is because we think Kankal's gonna explode a guy. I don't think you want to hang out with somebody who's exploded a guy right after they've exploded a guy.
But what if I can stop with the guy exploding?
Listen, we don't need you to stop the guy from exploding. We're not here to be nice.
I mean, that's okay. I just maybe I don't know. Maybe I could give it to you, Gil, to give to him. I don't know. Can you give him something for me or try?
I have to make a roll here.
Okay.
We love lying to children.
Yup. We love lying to children.
You mean there are people out there who lie?
I mean, that doesn't beat Banana's passive, but I could still roll perception.
Gil, very gently sets the painting like against the wall. so he's not carrying it anymore. And he's not going to kneel down, because Banana is now taller than him.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Yeah.
And he's going to say, okay, I will attempt to give him something for you.
Okay.
And she takes one of his hand in both of hers, and she just kind of like clasps it in her hands.
Just hold his hand and ask him for his name. Okay?
Okay.
That's all that's all you gotta do, okay? Please?
Okay, I can try. But
Okay,
we
you
might-
don't. No, I can. If I
I
see him
cannot
later, then
promise,
yeah. No,
but I
it's
can try.
yeah. You, I don't want you getting hurt or anything, or and I could just try later if I do just see him later, and then yeah. But if you, I think just even knowing that you'll try will make it easier for me to go.
Mm-hmm.
Can I give you a hug beforehand before we split the party?
Yes, you may.
Gil is immediately wrapped in a very big hug.
Mm-hmm. Gil's a little, like, so... Gil's easy to pick up.
Yeah.
He's 2D.
Mhm.
which makes him a lot, like, less heavy than you would expect. There's probably slight from his armor.
Yeah.
As Banana squeezes him.
Mhm.
I want to say throughout all of this, Gil's armor has been black. And it will continue to be so. He is going to very stiffly hug Banana back.
It's fair. Yeah.
May I interrupt for a moment?
Mhm.
As both of
Oh, keep going, keep
okay.
going.
As both of you hug, you all of a sudden hear the crashing of waves and then footsteps coming out of one of the mirrors, and it seems to be Yuvia dripping down liquid, and it's like, "Where's Sandy?"
Banana immediately
Sandy immediately runs at Yuvia and tackles her. Sandy! And they both fall into the ground.
Oh.
Oh no, I can't believe Yui is dead.
See, this is the good kind.
It's been like forever, and I was like, we were gonna meet up, but then we didn't really meet up, and then all this happened, and then you're here, and then we're gonna, Sandy. Okay, breathe. Okay. Hi. Zuvia looks at the rest of the group. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
No, we were just saying goodbye.
Oh.
Not that kind of goodbye.
Okay.
The kind of goodbye is not allowed. At least not right now.
Just told that Sandy was here and crying. So you're not crying, right? And Sandy's like, no, I wasn't crying. Why did you say that I was crying?
I love lying to children.
Oh. Okay. So what's going on? I was going to go to Kankal, but I'm guessing...
Plans change. We need your help.
Okay.
Hi. Ops the Prat got a little blown up.
I've heard. I heard that and Officer Yuvia is kind of like walks on over. Sandy's still like clinging on to Yuvia, so Sandy's like walking also over. It's like, and Yuvia's just.
Oh yeah.
Are they okay?
Dragging noises. I don't think I gave them enough morphine, but
Oh, it's fine. I can just stay here. Yuya kind of like blinks. It's like,
There's also a now random 6-foot tall woman who wasn't part of the group before.
giant woman.
Giant.
Who's holding Gil and it's just like,
2 of your kitchens don't have sinks now, by the way.
Gil,
Which I suppose isn't gonna matter when everything finishes blowing up.
Gil like
at this point puts
taps-
down.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's just
Gil
like, oh
taps
wait.
out.
Yeah. Gil goes
He's
tap
dead.
tap and Banana goes like, oh right. puts Gil down.
Okay. That will be almost everybody accounted for then. We just need to get Kankal.
Don't worry, we have that covered.
Good. Then I guess we can send somebody out to the evacuation site with Obsterprad in order to have them be out of here.
That would be me. Apparently. I think.
certain.
Yes? And Sandy. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, that's good. Sandy's really strong, so I'm guessing you're also strong? Yugi looks up
Yes.
at Banana. Okay.
Yes. I am pretty. I could pick up Sandy.
Oh, then yes. Okay, of course. That would be good. I'm guessing everyone else is coming to go get Kankal then.
I need to ask you a question, by the way.
Oh, okay.
So, does Kankal use rescue drugs? Or a medicine?
Sorry, I'm not fully...
Okay, let me put this a simpler way. Maybe I should have just asked the painting. Okay, so if we have you take Banana, Sandy, Upsteprat, and yourself to the evacuation place, we're gonna go get Kankal. Do we need to worry? Well, you don't know. I should have just asked the painting.
what's...
So Kankal is dying a little. I know. I'm very sorry. We're not going to let them die, etc., platitudes. I just need to know if there's anything important they might have left, like medicine.
I know. That will be in the site that where you guys were grabbing all the medications at, actually.
Cool, so we probably stole it. If you go through our bags, can you give us the down low on what you're pretty sure is Kankal's?
I can. I know Kankal has been needing to take these medications, and sometimes I bring them up to him. Well, down to him.
Perfect. Somebody get a marker. We'll have Yuvia mark those, and we'll put them all together. And then, if anything happens, we're not having to call you up via gesture painting again. Well, not you specifically, but you know.
Gil pulls out a pack of permanent marker.
A single permanent pack of marker.
Yes. And he specifically pulls out a orange one. It's very Halloween colored.
Amazing.
Yes.
Okay. I can definitely get that sorted. I think I don't Annabelle usually handles this kind of stuff, so I hope I remember everything.
That's fine, because you might end up running into Annabelle. Well, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Just do your best. I know Prim's got a bag. There's either Mersel or Gille that also... Mersel, I think, has the other bag. And between
It's Mersel.
the three of us, it's 3 bags. So...
Okay. I can do that.
So... Bon will hand over their bag.
Gil will hand Yuvia the marker and just kind of take a step back and over to Mersel and go, do you want to go with them or with us?
I think, God, Marcel's so torn. But I think he'd rather go with... Primrose is going with Sandy. Actually, Primrose is going with Sandy and Banana, right?
Where's
we
Primrose
hadn't decided.
Yeah.
We hadn't
Yeah.
decided,
I
but
don't know.
Gil felt like it now was a good time to ask his brother what Marcel's opinion was. Because he, talked Banana into going. Because he would rather Banana be safer with Sandy.
I think it ultimately comes down to if Primrose goes with Sandy and Banana, he would go with Gil and Bond so that it's a 3-3. But if like Primrose wants to go with Gil and Bond, then he'll take the children.
Okay.
I think
So-
Primrose will leave it up to Mersel where Mersel wants to go.
You're
She's good
making
either way.
Marcel make the decision?
Yes.
Yes, we are making Mersel make a decision for himself.
Yeah.
Marcel.
Yeah.
Mersel.
God, I hate him because you know what he literally gave me?
Mm.
I hate him so much. I get why, but like I hate him so much. That's a tree, that's not a fumble. He takes out a coin and just flips it.
Oh my god!
Okay. Heads is what, tails is what. 1 is what, 2 is what.
One is going with with Gil and like Bond. Tails is going with the kids. He after he does this, you hear the muttered like, "Wishing star got me." He's going with Gil and Bond.
Sweet.
Nice.
Right. Primrose got the kid. Got the kids. Don't worry, she's got coloring books, she's got crayons. I'm sorry, just like you said, she got the kids and my brain just filled in the divorce.
Oh my god.
Though, I think this is best because I think like Banana is like more comfortable with like Primrose than with Mersel, and also on a tactical level, I don't know if we should give like the mage like to Mersel. I don't know if Mersel makes a good party composition with Banana and Sandy.
Actually, so no matter which way Mersel had gone, he would have been with a party tank and a healer.
Oh, that's true.
Because Gil is a paladin mostly and a barbarian.
Oh yeah.
Bond is a healer. Sandy is a sorcerer and a barbarian. And Banana is a healer and a rogue.
Oh, she could put down some damage.
Yeah. So no matter
Always make
which...
fingers and waves as the barbarian warlock.
Well, yeah.
Yep, and there's also Prim.
So either decision would have put Mersel in a good position.
That's
Yay.
Marcel is covered.
Mersel is the singular full mage in this house.
Don't you have rogue levels?
No.
Yeah, I was about to. Oh.
Wait, does he?
does, but they don't. He doesn't use them. They're like
You don't use
So,
them.
like, part of his. No, I genuinely don't use them.
Yeah, I know. I was just
Never
gently
let
bullying
you cover
you.
Stacker. He's multi-class for the lore because of Velma Von Vixen, and that's about it. Like, look at this man. This is a mage. He can swing a dagger in a pinch, but do not make him have to go full melee. This is a mage.
Okay,
Anyways.
Okay. On the other side of that, though,
Mhm.
if we do
Yes.
need to carry Kankal out, who's gonna carry them?
Oh
Gil.
no.
Will?
Gil?
Gil.
Kankal's
Maybe
over
Banana
6 foot tall.
Okay, maybe Banana should go with them then, just so somebody can carry him out.
I mean,
Maybe Mersel should go with Banana and like maybe Mersel should go with the kids then, and Prim with like Bon and Gil.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Alternatively, they plop Kankal down on like Mersel's flying broom because that thing like has a pretty
God.
high.
Oh my god.
Just rotate him on the flying broom.
Hey, the flying broom has like 60 base speed. Like if they're rushing out of
know,
there
it's just-
anyway, like
Yeah, it'll make sense. I just had to make the funny. Because, funny. Oh, man. Alright, so what are we doing? What are we doing? I was actually gonna suggest, since people seem to be getting eepy sleepy, do we want to, since we're trying to figure out who goes where, we do that between now and next game time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, like, if we roll anything back, we can just say next time, it's like, this was done, but this is how the party's being split, and we're just doing that.
Yeah. I feel like that's good.
Yeah.
alright, yeah, I need to like really start working on my academic stuff and eat dinner because I haven't eaten
Yeah.
yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye. Thank you, Sabrina. Thank you, everybody.